Kevin's console went dark. One moment, he was monitoring the routine Arctic feed. The next, every screen dedicated to the North Pole sector flashed to black. Not static. Just empty, silent black. He tapped keys. Nothing. He switched to backup satellite links. More black screens. A cold knot formed in his stomach. This was not possible. He spoke into his headset, his voice too calm. System check, grid 7. Complete feed loss. A voice from another station answered, confirming. Optical, thermal, radar. All dark over the target zone. The control room was quiet, a deep electronic hum in the air. Then, a low, pulsing alarm began to sound. A red light rotated above the main door. People moved faster. Commander Donna Gray strode into the room, her boots clicking on the polished floor. Report. Everything over Santa's village is gone, Kevin said. It's not an outage. It's a negation. Something erased our sight. Show me the last frame. Kevin pulled it up. The image was clear. Then it dissolved into a pattern of swirling colors, like oil on water, before vanishing. That's not a natural distortion. Gray leaned in. Reroute Sentinel-3. Full active scan. Now, a technician worked. The main screen flickered, showing a live view from a military satellite. It showed the Arctic. But where the village should be, there was a blur. A hole in the picture. The land around it was crisp, but the site itself was a smear of fading light. What am I seeing? Gray asked. It's a sensor ghost. Something there is eating the data, the technician said. Then, a separate panel lit up on Kevin's station. A tiny red message box appeared. It was a code sequence he had seen only in drills. A Priority 1 signal from a non-military source. A source buried deep under the ice. Commander, Kevin said, his voice tight. We have a beacon. A silent alarm. Origin is the workshop. It's not a distress call. It's an abduction alert. The room got colder. An abduction, not an invasion. A theft. Gray's face was stone. Go to global quiet alert. No broadcasts. No panic. Tell Space Command to scan for exit trajectories. Something just took a prize from our backyard. I want to know what it was and where it went. Kevin sent the orders. His hands were steady, but his mind raced. This was not a missile launch. It was a precision operation. They had seen nothing. They had heard nothing. Something had slipped in, taken something the world never thought to guard, and slipped out. A new voice crackled over the secure channel. It was the Chile station. We have a track. Anomalous object departing exo-atmosphere. Signature is masked. Repeat, masked. It looks like debris, but it's moving with purpose. Heading is outbound. Fast. Gray looked at the main screen, at the blur where a piece of the world had simply been deleted. Then we follow it, she said. But her eyes showed the doubt. They were already behind. They were already blind. The only proof was the quiet, and the hollow feeling in the room where the Christmas clock used to count down. Now it just showed 0. The Arctic air cut through their thermal suits. Donna's team moved in a tight formation across the snow. Their transport sat behind them, its engines a low whine. Before them lay the workshop. It was not destroyed. It was empty. The great doors were sealed shut, but a smaller service entrance hung open. Darkness spilled out. Donna went in first, her rifle light cutting the black. The beam shook slightly. The main hall was a tomb of silence. Workbenches were neat. Half-built toys lay in rows. But complex machinery, things that did not look like toys, stood cold and dead. Wires hung from open panels. A single mug of cocoa sat on a desk, a skin of ice across its surface. No fight, a soldier named Leo whispered. His breath fogged in the light. No blast marks. No broken doors. They just walked in and took him, Donna said. The words felt stupid. She pushed the feeling down. Fan out. Document everything. Look for data. The team moved. Boots echoed on stone. Kevin, in a bulky environmental suit, connected a pad to a strange console. Its design was a mix of carved wood and crystalline circuits. "This is advanced," he muttered. "Way beyond us. But it's familiar too, like it grew here." A soldier called from a back room. "Commander, you need to see this." The room was a laboratory. In its center was a large chair made of smooth, glass-like material. Restraints hung open. Above it, a complex array of lenses and emitter nodes was frozen in place. A faint, sweet smell hung in the air, like gingerbread and ozone. "An extraction chamber," Leo said, his voice flat. "Not a cell. A lab table." Kevin's pad chimed. "I found a fragmented data loop. It's corrupted. Repeating." He played it. A soft, synthesized voice filled the cold room. Asterisk analysis cycle incomplete. Subject essence. Non-physical. Designation. H. Joy. Compound stability. Theoretical. Harvest protocol. Optimal. Emotional frequency. Unique to host planet. Application. Primary power source. The words hung in the air. Joy. Harvest. Donna's comlink buzzed. It was Chili Station. "Commander Gray, we have a confirmed track. The object is maintaining course. It is not debris. It is a ship. It is heading for the gas giant. For Saturn." A new voice, tense, broke in from orbit control. "We are detecting a second energy signature from the Examoon collection. It is a large structure. It is reading the same energy type as the fragment you just played. It is active." They were not just taking him. They were taking the idea of him. They were going to study it, to bottle it. Donna looked at the empty chair. She thought of joy as a component, a fuel. Her stomach turned. "We need to go after them." "With what?" Leo asked. "Our fastest shuttles are orbital patrol boats. That thing is halfway to Jupiter by now." "Not a shuttle," Donna said. She turned and walked quickly back into the cold. "There's the Vanguard. It's still in its testing bay. They said it wasn't ready." "It's a prototype," Kevin said, hurrying after her. "It's never been past the moon." "It is now," Donna said. As she said it, her comlink buzzed with a priority alert. A deep space monitor had intercepted a new signal, broadcast from near Saturn. It was not meant for them. It was a status report, sent back toward the alien homeworld. The signal was translated by a tired AI. It played in Donna's ear as she stood in the freezing dark. "Asterisk harvest vessel is en route. The resource is secured. Preliminary scans confirm potency. This emotional energy exceeds all projections. It will power our fleets for generations. The war will turn. Their world does not know its own true power. They leave it lying around like light. We will take it all." The Vanguard shook as it broke orbit. The ship was all sharp angles and unpainted hull plates. Warning lights flashed on panels that still had protective film on them. Donna strapped into the command chair. The crew was small. Leo was her tactical officer. Kevin was squeezed into a sensor station, his face pale. The trip was a long, tense silence. Saturn grew from a dot to a giant. Its rings were a sharp line against the black. And there, hidden in the band of ice and rock, was the alien ship. It was not a warship. It was a smooth, dark oval the size of a city. It had no guns they could see. Instead, long, thin beams of soft gold light reached out into the rings. The beams touched the ice. They did not melt it. They seemed to pull something from it, drawing in faint, shimmering streams. "What is it doing?" Leo asked. Kevin worked his console. "It's not mining the rock. It's scanning it. And it's broadcasting." He put a signal on the speaker. It was a sound, but also a feeling. It was the melody of a dozen different Christmas songs from Earth, all played at once, thin and stretched. Underneath was a low hum of machinery. "They're not just looking at data," Kevin said, his voice quiet. They're pulling the emotion from the memories in those objects. They're collecting the echo. A new window opened on the main screen. It showed a close scan of the alien hull. Clustered on its surface were thousands of small, round pods. They glowed with a warm, gentle light. Those match the energy signature, Kevin said. They're storage tanks. They're filling them. Donna felt sick. Get us closer. Quietly. Find a way in? The Vanguard drifted nearer, using the larger ice chunks as cover. The ship groaned. A conduit overhead sparked. They were pushing it too hard. They'll see us, Leo said. Not if we stay in the shadow of that ring fragment, Donna said. They moved in. For a moment, it seemed to work. Then a beam of gold light, which had been tasting the ice nearby, swung toward them. It washed over the Vanguard's hull. Every screen in the cabin flared white. The deafening, beautiful choir screamed from the speakers. It was joy, pure and terrible, forced directly into their ship. Shut it down. Donna yelled. Leo slammed his fist on a panel. The sound cut off. But the damage was done. The beam had locked onto them. From the smooth hull of the alien ship, panels slid open. Out came small, fast drones. They were shaped like sharp stars. They moved in total silence. Evasive, Donna ordered. The Vanguard jerked to the side. Ice and rock exploded against the viewport as the pilot weaved through the ring. The star drones followed. Beams of coherent red light shot past the hull. One hit the engine nacelle. The ship shuddered. A damage alarm blared. We can't fight this, the pilot shouted. We're a test model. They're tearing us apart. Another blast hit. The lights flickered and died, replaced by red emergency strips. The main screen showed the alien ship, vast and untouched. The golden beams were still working, still harvesting. Their attack was just a nuisance to it. Then, a new communication window forced itself open on Donna's screen. The face that appeared was long and gray. Its large black eyes showed no anger, only a cold, deep curiosity. You have brought your ship into our harvest field, a flat voice said. You bring more of the resource with you. Your fear is also data. Thank you. The connection did not end. The alien continued to watch them as their ship tumbled, damaged, into the dark of the rings. The Vanguard spun slowly in the shadow of a large ice chunk. Damage reports scrolled down Donna's screen. Engine 2 was dead. Life support was failing. The alien face was still on the screen, watching. Then the window closed. They were not worth more attention. On Earth, the effect was deeper. In cities across the planet, people felt a growing emptiness. Christmas lights seemed dimmer. Songs on the radio felt flat. A quiet despair seeped into homes. It was not sadness. It was the absence of something that was always there. The alien harvest was working. Back on the bridge, Leo punched his console. They're ignoring us. We're a bug on their windshield. Kevin wiped blood from a cut on his forehead. He was staring at his sensors. They're processing the energy, filtering it. They're taking only the pure, happy signal. The calm joy. He looked up, his eyes wide. That's it. That's their mistake. Donna turned. Explain. They're taking one note from the song. But the real thing isn't just that note. It's stress and traffic. It's burnt cookies and family fights. It's giving a gift no one wants. It's quiet kindness to a stranger. It's messy. It's chaotic. He pulled up a global feed. It showed Earth, but not the clean data the aliens used. It showed raw broadcasts. A news report about a blizzard stranding travelers. A video of a child crying from exhaustion. A man shoveling his neighbor's walk. A choir singing off-key. They've built a receiver for a perfect signal, Kevin said. So we send them the noise. We send them everything. The whole chaotic, messy, human mess of it. We overload their filter. Donna understood. It was a weapon they had. Can we do it? We can patch our transmitter through the Vanguard Asterisk's main array. Aim it right at them. Broadcast every public feed we can grab. All at once. It might fry our systems for good, the pilot said. Do it, Donna said. The crew moved fast. Leo rerouted power. Kevin hacked into global networks, pulling feeds. The transmitter warmed up. A high whine filled the bridge. Ready, Kevin said. Now. He pressed a key. The Vanguard shook. A new signal. Not a beam of light, but a blast of raw information, shot toward the alien ship. It hit the smooth hull. For a second, nothing happened. Then, one of the golden harvest beams flickered. It turned a sickly green. Then it snapped, lashing out like a broken cable. It struck a storage pod on the alien hull. The pod did not glow. It cracked. A dark, oily smoke leaked out. Alarms sounded across the alien ship. Not their alarms. Human ones, picked up from the broadcast sirens, car horns, screaming pop songs, all jumbled together. The alien ship's perfect surface began to change. Panels opened, not in order, but in a frantic sequence. More of the star drones launched, but they moved wrong. They wobbled and crashed into each other. The red beams they fired cut wild arcs through the rings, hitting their own ship. It's working, Leo yelled. They can't handle the input. Their systems are going mad. The large oval ship began to turn, trying to move away. But its movement was jerky. A deep, resonant groan echoed through space, felt in the bones of the Vanguard crew. Donna stood up. They're vulnerable. This is our only chance. Prep the boarding pod. We go in there, we find him, and we get him out while they're confused. Leo looked at the chaos on the screen. That thing is breaking apart. We go in there. We might not come back. We don't have a choice, Donna said. She grabbed her helmet. The crew followed, their faces grim. They moved toward the launch bay, the ship trembling around them. The alien vessel loomed on the main screen, wounded and angry, a hive of malfunctioning light and motion. The boarding pod's door hissed open, revealing the dark, waiting interior. The boarding pod shot across the dark gap. It shuddered as it entered the alien ship's chaotic energy field. The pod scraped against a torn opening in the hull. The door blew open. Donna and her team rushed out into a wide corridor. The walls were smooth and gray, but they were not still. Lights pulsed in random, frantic patterns. Strange sounds echoed from everywhere. It was like standing inside a broken machine. They moved fast, weapons ready. The air smelled burnt. They passed open doorways. Inside rooms, they saw tanks of glowing gold liquid. Some of the tanks were cracked. The liquid inside had turned black and thick. A shape moved in the shadows. Leo fired. The beam hit a tall, gray alien. It stumbled back. It did not attack. It held its long hands to its head, its large eyes squeezed shut. It was shaking. Human music, twisted and loud, blared from a speaker above it. The alien fell and did not get up. The signal is hurting them, Kevin said. It's in their walls. Good, Donna said. Find the center. Find him. They ran deeper. The ship groaned around them. A section of ceiling collapsed ahead, spraying sparks. They climbed over the wreckage. Then they found the chamber. It was a vast, round room. In the center was the same glass chair from the workshop. Santa was in it. He looked smaller. His eyes were closed. Thin tubes ran from the chair to a large, pulsing machine. The machine glowed with a faint, dying light. 2 aliens stood at controls. They turned. Their movements were slow, confused. Leo fired twice. They fell. Donna went to the chair. She pulled at the restraints. They were cold and hard. Kevin found a release panel. He shot it. The restraints snapped open. Santa's eyes fluttered. He looked at Donna. There was recognition, but no strength. The joy. They were taking the joy, he whispered. We have to go, Donna said. She and Leo pulled him up. He could barely stand. Kevin went to the main machine. This is the collector. It's linked to their core. He placed a small explosive charge on its side. This should disrupt it for good. A deep, shuddering vibration went through the floor. An alarm, clear and sharp, rang out. A voice spoke in their own language, stolen from the broadcasts. Core breach imminent. Containment failure. Run! Donna yelled. They hauled Santa toward the corridor. The pod was far. The ship began to shake harder. Panels blew off the walls. A golden sticky liquid leaked from pipes overhead. They reached the pod. Leo pushed Santa inside. Kevin went next. Donna turned to look back the way they came. A wave of white light was rushing down the corridor toward them, silent and fast. The core was going. She threw herself into the pod, the door sealed. The pilot detached from the alien hull and fired every thruster. The viewport filled with white. The force threw them all against the walls. The pod spun wildly. Then the white faded. Behind them, the alien ship was coming apart. Large pieces of its smooth hull floated away. Internal explosions flashed like distant lightning. The asterisk Vanguard asterisk was still there, but as their pod approached, a final shockwave hit it. The prototype ship cracked in the middle. Its lights went out. It broke into two silent pieces. They watched from the pod. No one spoke. They had won. He was saved. The pod turned toward Earth. Behind them, the wreckage of the alien ship drifted into Saturn's rings. The harvest was over. Weeks later, Santa stood in his workshop. The machines were quiet. He touched a half-built toy. He tried to smile. It did not reach his eyes. The world felt the relief. The Christmas spirit returned, but it was thinner now. A memory of what was almost lost. On Earth, Donna sat in a plane office. She looked at a report. The cost was listed. The asterisk Vanguard asterisk. Its crew. Leo had not made it. He was still on the pod when the shockwave hit, his neck broken by the impact. The report ended with a new finding. A deep space array had detected a signal. It came from the direction of the alien homeworld. It was not a message of war. It was a simple, repeating data pulse. It was the same signal the alien ship had sent when it first took its prize. A receipt, a confirmation of delivery. The signal was still being sent. And now, something was listening for the reply.